welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see, I've got quite a few coloring books here. I think I have 6 of them. I have another one that is off to the side that is not a coloring book, but a watercolor tutorial book that looks really fun. So I wanted to be able to share that one with you in this video as well. But I have a coloring book by Karron. I've got a few Deborah Muller, and then I believe I have a Kerby Rosanes. All of them that I'm sharing with you today are newer releases, and we are going to flip through them and check out the beautiful artwork inside all of these coloring books. If you check the description box down below, you'll find links down there for all of the coloring books you see me share in this video, as well as links to my email list, my Facebook group, my Etsy shop, and my Patreon if you'd like to support me there. I also now have channel membership. If you would like to find more information out about that, you can click the join button down below the video. So I am so excited about this first one. This one is Wildflower Folk by Karron, and it is one of her first coloring books that is not on Amazon paper, that has been printed on a much better paper. It's got a beautiful, nice, thick cover, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at these colors. Look at this piece of artwork. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So I've not even opened this book yet. I was saving it to be able to do this video, but we've got this beautiful inside cover. The paper is just fabulous in this book. The front of the book looks like this. So this is actually a cover with her beautiful artwork on the front of it. Over here it says, "While away the hours in the wonder of the wildflower folk." So the paper is rather nice. It looks to be more of an off-white rather than a bright white. Here on the inside cover, it just says Wildflower Folk Coloring Book, copyright 2023. This one is a new release, published by Blue Angel Publishing. I believe that is the same publisher that publishes the Jasmine Beckett Griffith books. So if you're familiar with those books, this one is on the same paper. And then Karron has a little note here, a wildflower welcome, and it's just introducing us to the coloring book and tells us a little bit about it. She does tell you that she has created 4 new artworks, especially for this collection: The Daughter of the Sun, Sun-Kissed Swallows, and Wildflower Ring. If you would like to read all of this, you could just pause the video here and take your time to read it. Now this paper is a little bit smoother. It has a very little bit of tooth, but as I said, you're going to notice a lot of her artwork that you have probably already seen. This one is called Angel Eyes. Look how gorgeous that is. I absolutely love Karron's portraits. This book is going to be all one-sided. This one is called Baby Dragon, but they are all one-sided, and the paper, like I said, is a good thickness. It's not super thick, but it is not a thin paper either. This one is called Cup of Warmth. But Karron has the most beautiful portraits. She has some portraits, and then she has some like this one. This one is called The Dancing Queens. Look at that adorable cat. Oh my goodness, how cute. But she's got some that are full-size girls, and then others are going to be the portraits. This one is called Dark Eyes, Daughter of the Sun. I believe this is one of the ones that she said was a new edition exclusive to this book. I just checked, and yes, this is one of her newer pieces of artwork. Dear Diary, I've definitely seen this one in some of my other books. Now this is a book that you may or may not want to purchase, considering that you only get 4 new pieces of artwork. If you are not familiar with Karron's artwork yet, or you're new to this hobby, I would say this would be a really great book for you to start out with if you don't have any of her previous books. But if you already have quite a few of her other books, or you've purchased from her Etsy shop, or you're a member of her Patreon, you most likely have a lot of this artwork already. This one is called Flora. Look at all the beautiful flowers. Forest Sprite. This one is just gorgeous. I've always loved that one. I think this one is from one of her older books. Free Spirit. I love this one too. I've seen so many finished colored pages of this one done in so many different ways, and it's just absolutely beautiful once you add color to it. All of her images are beautiful once you add color to them. Now they are grayscale, so we all know how gorgeous gorgeous grayscale looks once you add color to it, but I just love coloring grayscale. If you're a beginner and you've not tried to color grayscale yet, I would like to encourage you not to be intimidated by it. It makes it so much easier to color because you just lay your darker colors where you see the darker shades of grayscale, then your midtones where you see the medium shades of grayscale, and then your lightest colors where it looks almost white, or your lightest shades of grayscale. Lilies and Pearls, this one is just gorgeous. I've seen lots of finished colored pages for that one as well. Little Mermaid, look how cute that is. Little Red Riding Hood, absolutely adorable. I love the big beautiful eyes that her girls have. Look at the cute little bird. But one thing I do love coloring when it comes to Christine Karron's artwork is the hair. It makes it so much easier to color hair, especially with the grayscale. If you are learning how to color hair, this would be probably a great book to go ahead and pick up, because like I said, it shows you exactly where to lay your darkest, your midtones, and your lightest shades. This one is Old Wise Fairy. Perla. That one's beautiful. Lots of background space on this one. I bet this one would be gorgeous once you added color and then added a background to it. But I did order this book from Amazon, and on Amazon right now it is $21.55 at the time that I'm filming this video. In May of 2023. I know a lot of you find my channel a lot later and you come back and you watch some of my videos at a much later date. So as of May 2023, this book is $21.55. But when I purchased this book, it was actually $23 and some change. So I think it has come down just a couple dollars. This one is called Small Wonders. That is so beautiful. But I just love her fairies. They are some of my favorite to color. And until I got this book, I was using the other books and buying them from Amazon, and then I would just scan it into my computer and print it onto my own paper, because I absolutely love coloring her images on tan tone paper. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Swallows. I don't know if I've seen this one before. I just checked, but that would be because this is one of the ones that is exclusive to this coloring book. But that's beautiful. I love coloring birds. Oh, I like this one too. Thistle Landing. I don't think I've ever seen this one either. I don't know why I've not seen that one. This one is not one of the ones that is exclusive to that book. I'm not sure which book that one is in. Tides of Time. I've definitely seen this one. This one's an older one, Troll Girl. For those of you that have this book and you have colored in it already, you'll have to let me know what pencils you have found to work the best in this book and what other mediums you've used, whether it be on the actual portrait or for the background. I would love to know what background mediums you're using. This one is called Wildflower Ring. I think this one is specific to this coloring book, but look how beautiful that is. Look at her clothing, just gorgeous, and her hair. This one is called Wind Whispers. Wizard, this is an older one. Wood Elfling, isn't she cute? Woodland Healer. I don't think I have the book that this one is in. I don't think this one is specific to this book, but that's gorgeous. And then on the back cover, we have a picture of Christine Karron, and then she tells a little bit about herself right here, but I'll leave this just like this so that you can read that if you would like to. You can always just pause the video so that you can read through the whole thing if you're interested in reading about her. And then it just gives you her website down here. And then this is the back of the book, which is also, again, absolutely gorgeous. Baby dragons, fairy friends, moonlit enchantresses, and more are waiting for the magic of the rainbow to bring them to life. Enjoy hours of tranquility and mindlessness as you add your unique sparkle to the 54 scenes of this deluxe coloring book. So there are 54 images inside this book. With lush ivory paper and single-sided coloring pages, this whimsical collection is a delight for pencils, markers, watercolors, or anything else you wish. The line drawings balance open spaces with intricate detail and feature a delicate grayscale to guide your composition and add a sense of depth to your creations for relaxing and satisfying results. And then it just shows some of the images that are within the book. And then down here at the bottom, it does have the US price of $23.95. So right now on Amazon, it is a little bit cheaper. I did pay the $23.95, but like I said, right now it is $21.55. But that was Wildflower Folk by Christine Karron. And this book has only been out since April 8th, so it is a newer release by about maybe a month and a half or so. This one here is one of Deborah Muller's newer books. It's called Celebrate the Seasons. It's been out for maybe 3 to 4 months now. I absolutely love Deborah Muller's artwork. Those of you that have been following me for quite a while, you probably know that. This one is on the Amazon paper. She does also have an Etsy shop where you can purchase PDF versions of her coloring books. We have This Book Belongs to Me, and then you could put your name, your nickname, your birthplace, your hometown, your favorite color, favorite food, favorite movie, drink, pet names, and your favorite song, so you could tell all about you. The images in this book are going to be on one side only, so you can use whatever mediums you'd like to in this book, just as long as you put something behind the page. So here it does give you a little bit of space to make some notes and then fill in your color palette and the colors you're using. That is super, super cool. I went and flipped through the book just a little bit. Like I said, I never flip through the books before I get to share them with y'all. It looks like you get your notes section, and then for each month, you're going to get a couple images that are for that month. So I guess January, I think, would start here. And so we've got that image, and then we have this adorable image here. We have a girl in her warm, cozy clothing, lots of snowflakes and some trees with her adorable little poodle back here. And then we have another sheet for February, and you can keep track of your color palette and your notes. And then so we're going to have a couple pages that are February themed. How adorable is that? Look at the book down here, Finding Love, and then she has her diary. She's got some chocolates. That is super cute. So then we have March. So you could just take this book all throughout the whole entire year and color the pages specific to that month if you wanted to. And if you needed an extra color palette page, you can always either purchase the digital version of the books, or you can make a copy of those pages so that you've got one for each page for each one of the months. She's just taking a relaxing nap with her adorable little cat on her lap. And then we're going into April. Again, we have our color palette and notes page. Oh my gosh, look at her. I love those glasses. And then we have April showers. Look at the cute little duck down here and a couple more little babies over here. And then we're getting into May, and it looks like she is going on vacation. Then we have an adorable little farmer girl. Oh, how cute. Look at the little bunnies down here and all of the veggies. And then we are in June, and it looks like she is graduating, and she's got her roses, and she's in a cap and gown. How cute is that? She's just laying by the water. Look at her adorable dress. We've got some butterflies to color. Look at the cute little fish down here. And then we are getting into July, and she is ready to celebrate the 4th of July. Look at her skimpy little outfit and cowboy boots. Super cute. And she looks like she is out in the woods fishing. Look at her fishing outfit. Oh my gosh, adorable. And her hair is so cute. Then we have August, and they are out in the ocean. And I love how sometimes Deborah Muller does just the backs of the girls. I think that's so cute and creative. She does that in quite a lot of her books. And then we have a yoga girl sitting here doing her meditation. So cute. Oh my gosh, look at the cat. Then we are in September, and another girl that is facing us from the back. She's got long, gorgeous hair. Looks like she's sitting here looking out on the pier. She's got a basket of apples. Her shoes are off. She's got a little book over here, and she is just relaxing and enjoying the sunshine. Oh my gosh, look at her. Oh man, super, super cute. Looks like she's got her coffee and she just woke up in the morning. And then we have October, and she is all dressed up. Look at her adorable little mouse ears, and she's sitting on a pumpkin. We've got some really pretty sunflowers back here. And then we have a cute little witch. And look at this little grumpy looking frog down here. Then we are in November, and then we have this girl here. She's got lots of treats, and she's got herself a chicken leg or turkey leg. I don't know. I would assume it's a turkey leg since it's November. This looks like it might be mashed potatoes. And then we've got some more flowers here in the background. On a lot of Deborah's pages, you're going to find flowers and leaves along with her girls, and a lot of cats and some different animals. And she's just sitting here enjoying a whole pizza to herself. It looks like her little cat wants some. I'm not sure she wants to share though. And then we have December, and oh my goodness, she is adorable. Look at her nightgown. She's holding her little bunny and she's got little bunny slippers on. This one is so cute. It looks like she just woke up. And then we have a Hanukkah page. Here we have the last page. It just tells you all the places you can find Deborah. She has a Facebook page and she also has a coloring group on Facebook. She is on Instagram. She does have an Etsy shop if you would like to purchase the digital versions of any of her coloring books. She has so many of them. She's on Pinterest and she lists her email and her website. This is the back of the book and it just says discover your creative side with a coloring book by artist Deborah Muller. Over 100 unique and fun coloring books to choose from. Now this says over 100. I'm sure she probably has well over 200 or 300 coloring books by now. She puts out these coloring books like all the time, super fast, many a year. And they're all adorable and there's definitely something for everyone. But the back just shows you some of the coloring books that are available. That was Celebrate the Seasons, Girls to Color Through the Year by Deborah Muller. This one is XOXO Sweet Valentine Girls, and this one was released around February. This was her Valentine's Day coloring book release, or one of them. I can't remember how many she released this Valentine's Day, but for every holiday, she does always release new books. Here's your This Book Belongs To page with lots of candies, chocolate-covered strawberry, kiss me hearts. Super cute. This book is just going to have lots of different Valentine's Day girls. So as with all of her books, you're going to have some portraits and then you're going to have some that are full-size girls where you've got lots of clothing to be able to color and experiment with your different colored pencil colors or whatever mediums you might be using. You're going to have lots of background space on these pages. But her girls have such adorable clothing. Look at this one and look at the hair. This is so cute. Deborah has so many different hairstyles on her girls and her clothing is always super creative. Oh my gosh, look at this. Go away, you wish, no. Her pages all definitely have a lot of personality. Look at her outfit, so cute. She's got some sweets over here. This one has a Valentine's Day heart that says, I love my dog. Look at her adorable little dog down here. Oh, she's cute. Easy to love. Oh my goodness. And I love her hair. Look at the ringlets in her ponytails. Oh my gosh. And then this one has circle braids. That is so cute. Look at her outfit. Now, some of her girls are going to have some risque clothing. But I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. I have one book that she put out, or a couple books that she put out, that the clothing is a little bit like, oh my goodness. Definitely showing lots of skin. But like I said, with her books, there is definitely something for everyone. Sometimes you want to color different things depending on what your mood is. She does have some coloring books also that are a little bit creepy, and I've definitely been one to color some of those as well on days when I'm in the mood to color something like that. But oh my gosh, look at this one. How adorable is that? And her hair is just gorgeous. But when you're sitting down to try to decide on colors for any of these pages, it's so easy to go on Pinterest or something and pull up a color palette. Like for instance, for this book here, since it is Valentine's Day themed, I would go on Pinterest and just type in Valentine's Day color palette, and it's so easy to take a color palette and just match up your colored pencils, and then even maybe challenge yourself to use a certain amount of colored pencils. For instance, if you choose a color palette that has, say, 5 different boxes on it of different colors, just take some of your pencils and match 3 pencils up, a darkest color, a medium tone, and then your lightest color for your highlights, and do that for each one of the squares on the color palette, and just use those pencils for the whole entire page. You don't need a whole lot of pencils. I actually just filmed a video like that. You probably have not seen it yet, but I just filmed a video the other day showing you that you don't need a whole lot of pencils for the whole entire page. Oh goodness, I wonder what happened here. I wonder if that's just in my book. It probably is. I think the pages went in backwards or something. They did. They went in backwards. This one should have been flipped. Oh well, that's okay. We still have the artwork, right? But this one is super cute. And then we have the last page just telling you again where you can find Deborah, and the back of the book showing some of the other coloring books that are available. This is another one by Deborah Muller. This one is called Luna, and this one is one of her newer releases. So let's go ahead and open this up so we could take a look at this one. We've got our front page, and she thanks you here for choosing your coloring book. I hope you enjoy this book and have as much fun coloring in it as I did creating it for you. I appreciate your support. And then we have our This Book Belongs To page. And the first piece of artwork we have in this book has a black background. So if you're someone who doesn't like coloring backgrounds, this would be a great page to color. I wonder if there's more like that throughout the book. Again, like I said, I have not flipped through these books yet, so I am seeing it at the same time that you all are, unless of course you already have this book. But again, there's some super cute images in here, and it's just a lot of girls with moons and stars. We've got some planets back here. Again, another one with a black background, and another portrait with some beautiful hair. So I'm going to go ahead and add some music in here and finish the flip through of this book. I will try to have timestamps in the bar at the bottom of the video so you can skip to the parts that you want to see. But I'm going to go ahead and add the music just because I am still getting over being sick and it's a little bit difficult to keep talking. Okay, so I just had a pop in here when I got to this page because I absolutely love this page. I love her portraits that are just portraits with lots of background space. And I love printing these on the tone tan paper because once you add color on top of it and then you've got the tone tan background, you don't even necessarily need to bring out other mediums and add a background. The whole entire image just pops off the page. I love her hair. I love everything about this one. I love all the jewels around her neck and on her shoulders. This one's gorgeous. Here's another one that is the same idea as that one. I absolutely love this. She does have one book that is just nothing but portraits. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is called right now, but it is one of my favorite coloring books that she has put out. There's actually a couple of them, and one of them was a book that I got when I first discovered Deborah Muller, and I colored so many pages in that book when I was still very much a beginner, and I just absolutely loved it. And then I just continued to keep buying her coloring books. Now, the few coloring books that I'm showing you today, Deborah did send them to me, so thank you, Deborah, for sending me all of these coloring books. I love when she sends me her coloring books because she's just one of my favorites. And then we have the back page again that shows you some of the other coloring books that are available. Oh my goodness, this one here, Wicked, that is one of my favorites. Like I said, I do have some of the, I guess I would say, creepier coloring books, and I absolutely love them. This one, Monster Tease Pinups, I love that one too. This one, like I was saying earlier, has a few more of the pieces of artwork where the girls have more risque clothing and are showing a lot more skin, but I think they're super fun to color. But that was Luna by Deborah Muller. And this one is Mermaids Around the World. Now this one is a super fun idea, and I know a lot of people, I believe, had requested this one because I saw, I think, a poll or something in her Facebook group before this coloring book came out, and I think that this was voted on, if I'm remembering correctly, but it is just mermaids all around the world. So over here on this side, it's going to tell you where the piece of artwork is set in, where around the world. Oh my gosh, look at this one. I have a feeling there's going to be lots of creative images in this one. Here we have Denmark. Look at the adorable little dolphin here. That is so cute. Oh, this one is Hawaii. That's a gorgeous mermaid. I love that one. I love her tails going down under the water and then popping back up. Saudi Arabia. Oh my gosh, look at her cover over her face. New Zealand. Antarctica. Australia. And again, I'm going to go ahead and add some music here just to give my voice a little bit of a break. gosh, I love this one. This one is Aruba. Some of these are just super, super cute. Now, if you do purchase any of Deborah's coloring books, feel free to put a request in to join her Facebook group. You can go to her Facebook group and lots of people share in there. It's a pretty busy group, and you can see others that are coloring Deborah's artwork, and you can get ideas for some of your pages, or maybe somebody has colored the page or the image that you would like to color. And that always seems to spark a lot of really great ideas, especially for me as well. If I see a page that someone has colored, no matter who the artist is or who the colorist is, and it really stands out to me, all the ideas will just start flooding into my head, and I pull out my coloring book and grab the same image and color it myself. But then we have the back page, and again, it just tells you where you can find her. And then the back of the book that shows some of the books that are available. Oh my gosh, this one is one of my favorites, that Chubby Mermaid book. I love that one, and I love the mermaid hair too. But I think I have most of these. I definitely have Hula Hotties. Y'all have probably seen some videos with that one. But that was Mermaids Around the World by Deborah Muller. Okay, so now I have Alien Worlds by Kerby Rosanes. This book is available on Amazon as well, and I will have the link for it down in the description box below. You've got your This Book Belongs To page. On Amazon, it says it was released on March 28th of 2023. Now, as with most of the Kerby books, you do have a table of contents here, and it tells you what each page is. We have The Lost Paradise, an unspoiled utopia with wondrous creatures and lush landscapes. If you would like to read any of this, you can go ahead and pause the screen, but it does give you a page number where you can find each different piece of artwork. Now, the paper in this book is going to be rather thick. It's a very nice paper. It is a little bit on the smoother side. It works with Prismacolors very, very well, but those are definitely my favorite pencils to use in these coloring books. Now, this book was gifted to me by a wonderful subscriber, so thank you for sending me this book. I'm so excited to have it in my collection. And I wasn't sure about this book when I first looked at it or saw some of the flip throughs, and then after I saw some of them, I was like, oh, well, maybe I will color something in there. I've not picked out the page yet that I want to color, but I do definitely want to color something in this book. Kerby is one of my favorite artists. I guess I would say that my top few favorites are probably Kerby Rosanes, Johanna Basford, Grazia Salvo, Deborah Muller, Maria Trolle, and Christine Karron. But those are probably my top few favorites. But I love Kerby's artwork because it really helps you to know, again, where to lay your pencils, your darkest colors, your lightest colors, and your midtones, because of the way the artwork is sort of grayed, and it's got darker tones of gray, midtones, and then lighter tones of gray. So even though it looks extremely intimidating, I feel like it does make it easier to color. And I know a lot of people are intimidated by the intricate work in his coloring books, but if you just pick one up and you try it, you will find that it's not really as intimidating as it looks. But this one is definitely pretty intricate, as with all of his other coloring books, Fragile World, Worlds Within Worlds, and some of the others that come to mind. But Worlds Within Worlds is actually one of my favorites. I'm finishing up a page in that book now, and I will be having a video coming with some of my completed pages because I actually have been coloring a bit lately. And again, I'm going to go ahead and stick a little bit of music in here as I finish flipping through this coloring book. I do have one more book after this that I want to share with you. then here in the back of the book, we have what they're calling the astronaut's log. Find out more about the amazing alien worlds and awe-inspiring creatures found across the farthest reaches of the cosmos. And then it just gives you the title of each one of the pages and a bit of a description for each one. But we've got the nesting monsters, the speed demons, sky temples, and then we turn the page, we've got rock movers, ferocious flowers, going underground, the heavenly inferno. But there is a lot in this coloring book. It looks like there is 87 pages, so that's quite a bit of artwork in one book. And here is the back page that tells you again a little bit about the artwork in the book, and then a little bit about Kerby Rosanes himself. And then down here where you can find him is Instagram, his Facebook, and his website. But that was Alien Worlds, Color Cosmic Kingdoms by Kerby Rosanes. And then this book here, this is Wildflower Watercolor by Sushma Hedge. I think I'm saying that right. But I just wanted to throw this one in here. The publisher sent me this, and I had gotten so busy that I was not able to do just a separate video for it. So I wanted to add it in here and share this with you because it's not a coloring book. It is a beginner's guide to painting beautiful florals. And I know how much we all love coloring flowers. So if you are someone who wants to try out your hand with watercolors and learn how to use watercolors, this book will show you exactly how to use them. This is the table of contents, and in this book it's going to have the introduction. It's going to tell you about what supplies you need, the basic techniques, and brush strokes, and then it is going to show you all the different flowers. So here we have the introduction page, and then it tells us the different supplies and the things that you're going to need to be able to watercolor so that you can be prepared. And then here on this page it talks a little bit about the watercolors. If you're just getting started with watercolors, buy a set of artist grade watercolors that contain 2 shades, warm and cool, of yellow, red, and blue, and a few greens and browns, and this will help you to get started without overwhelming you with all of the options that are available. So it's basically going to tell you how to get started with watercolors, what you need to purchase. It's going to talk about the brushes here and exactly what you need all the different brushes for. One small round brush for fine details, like a size 2 brush. So it's going to tell you what sizes to get, and specifically the brushes you will need to color wildflowers. It's going to talk a little bit about palettes and your water container, the cloth and paper towels you need, because when you're using watercolors you definitely need either an old rag or some paper towels so you could dab off the excess paint or even clean your brushes off. And then here it talks about watercolor pencils and how you can first sketch out your leaves with your watercolored pencil. But then it talks about basic techniques, tones of color. It shows you here how to mix colors. And then it explains step by step how to mix 2 colors. So this is what sap green looks like, but then when you mix it with a deep gold, it's going to look like that. But this book is so detailed. It talks about wet on dry, and I'm not going to flip through the whole thing, but I just want to show you that it is then going to take you through all the steps that you need. It's going to talk about how to move your brush so you could create the perfect wildflowers. But look how gorgeous these are. Here it shows you how to do different kinds of leaves. So we've got a thin ruffled leaf and a circular leaf, a dandelion leaf, but this is just super, super neat. And then it's going to show you all different types of flowers. And then it goes into specific flowers, gives you a color palette of the watercolors that you need, the exact brushes that you need, and then it's going to take you through step by step and show you how to create lavender. And as the book goes on, it is the same thing for all different wildflowers, and just gives you all the step-by-step instructions and tells you the colors to have, the brushes you need, and everything. But that is just really, really cool. Here is the back of the book. It tells you a little bit about the book. It tells you a little bit about the illustrator and your instructor. But that was Wildflower Watercolor, and this is actually a #1 bestseller on Amazon, and you can get it for $20.69. So I hope y'all enjoyed this flip through of all of these coloring books. We did have quite a few of them. I definitely am going to sit down and play with this Wildflower Watercolor book. because I really do want to get a little bit more familiar with watercolors and really learn how to use them. I've used them a couple times in videos, but I would love to learn how to create flowers with watercolors. That sounds like it would be so much fun. If you would like to see me try it or attempt it for the first time in a video, please let me know. But all of the books that you've seen in this video, I will have linked down in the description box, as well as the Etsy shops for Christine Karron and Deborah Muller. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.